Okay, last class, the point that I want to make related to this past year mains question is okay. Let's say this is a circle, this is a diameter. Let us say this is the origin or one of the point of the circle, not a problem, but this is a diameter. Now, I'll give the names. This is A, this is B, this is one need not be origin in this particular question. It is, but at O you draw tangent. How you draw? You continue to the radius like this. This angle is 90. This is the midpoint of point. So take a point, take a circle. AB is the diameter. O is any point of the circle. At O you draw tangent. From A you find perpendicular distance. This is I'll call that as L. And from B you find perpendicular distance. I'll call N. This is C. Set. O may change. This tangent may change. This perpendicular distance, this perpendicular may change. But this sum is actually constant. Simply by pure geometry itself, we can say that. When I ask this question in another way, I will be able to say very easy. Alright. Let us say I have one line transversal like this, another transversal like this. Two lines are there. I will draw three lines like this. All these angles are 90. Maybe they not 90 also, it is correct, but still there are three parallel lines, that's good enough, but the 90 more easy for you to do. If this one is midpoint of these two, I think this one is midpoint of these two. Based on some transversal rule, we can say that. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now if this is midpoint of these two, this one is midpoint of these two, I can say this one has to be average of these two. Why? Through this, you draw one line parallel to this. Alright? Let us say this is L, this is A, this is C, this is O, and this is B, this is N. Or N, doesn't matter. Through this C, you draw. Actually, these two are equal because the radius. C is midpoint of AB. If I draw properly, even this should be midpoint of this. Okay, maybe I did not draw that nice proper tangent. Okay, if I have drawn properly, because these three are parallel. Why they are parallel? These are perpendicular distances. Radius and tangent perpendicular. All these are perpendicular to one line, so they must be parallel. And if this is midpoint, this got to be midpoint. If I have drawn figure. Okay, so now through this you draw one line like this. Okay. Let us call this as P and this as Q. Definitely, these two are vertical opposite angles. This is 90, this is 90. These are congruent triangles because this is midpoint also. That means this length and this length are equal. What is that? BP is equal to QE. But BP I can write BM minus PM. QA I can write QL minus LA. QL minus LA. Okay, BM is okay. What is PM? Same as CO. And QL is same as CO again, minus LA. In this side, you got AL plus BM is equal to 2 times CO. But CO is radius, so it will be 2R. Diameter. So every time this AL plus BM will be diameter. Okay, that is one way to actually directly use that. Let us say you don't want to use that. Let us do in some other way. I want to take this as 0, 0. This is x1, y1. This will be, I will simply take this as a, 0. This as 0, B. That's sufficient. This will be a by 2, b by 2. What is the equation circle with the end where ends of diameter? X minus 0 into x minus a, y minus 0 into y minus b equal to 0. That is x square plus y square minus ax minus by. Now I define tangent at origin. So when I take origin and do s1 equal to 0, I'll get x into 0, y into 0, minus ax by 2, minus a into 0 by 2, minus by 2, minus b into 0 by 2. These all of these are 0. I'll get ax plus by equal to 0. Now from a comma 0, what is the perpendicular distance? AL will be substitute a comma 0 here. A square by root a square plus b square. What is BM? Perpendicular distance from B to this line. When you substitute 0 comma B, it will be B square by root over A square plus B square. When I take AL plus BM, numerator A square plus B square, denominator root A square plus B square. Root A square plus B square is diameter, which is equal to AB, which is equal to diameter. So either by coordinate geometry way or by pure geometry way, I can prove that this perpendicular distance plus this perpendicular distance should be diameter. Let us in our present question, what is the diameter? Okay, in our present question, the x-intercept is 1 comma 0. Y-intercept is 0 comma 1 by 2. And when you find distance, you get root over 1 plus 1 by 4, root 5 by 2. Root of AB. 1 plus 1 by 4, root 5 by 2. Option B. In this present question, this A became 1 x-intercept, B became 1 by 2, and then AB distance root 5. This is look at 54. If somebody wants to copy, you can copy method 1, method 2. Don't ask any doubt. If somebody doesn't think this is a general rule, don't worry. You just for that question, you really find a circle, really find a tangent, really find a two perpendicular, add them also answer. Okay, if somebody any doubts before 55, I'll discuss at the end because last class we discussed some at least. 55 or 56, anybody any doubt?
No, sir.
$57 or $58?
No, sir.
Okay. Up to 61, any doubt?
Sir, once can you explain 61?
61, nothing to write much. We have a circle of radius 5. Another circle with center on this circle, but radius 3. Okay, it is moving. Okay, somewhat like this. Okay, that circle is moving like this. With the radius center on this always and radius. So it may be like this, it may be like this, it may be like this. So you take any point on this circle. Okay, you can take this one or this one or this one, this one or this one. Any one of them. Okay, this. They always satisfy one inequality. In fact, if you revolve this now, it will always be touching this circle and touching this circle, right? But the minimum radius 5 minus 3 2, maximum radius will be 5 plus 3 8. So between x square plus y square equal to 2 square and x square plus y square equal to 8 square. So any point on this circle at any instant has to lie between these two circles. That's why the x square plus y square value should be between 4 and 64 closed interval, because it can be even on this. Is it okay now?